Yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on this. My apologies there, people. I'm saying phone just popping off. I don't know what's going on there. But anyways, people, we are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of Doing the Most, the Premier League show, people. So for those that haven't seen it before, I will explain shortly, but it's the Premier League game week 24. I'm joined by Ahmed, who is in the building as well. Yes, big man. What are you telling me? You good?
I'm doing good, man. I hope you're all well. Everyone's okay.
Oh, good, man. So Ahmed's in the building. So for those that haven't seen Doing the Most before, and I will explain this again before we get into it, we look at the weekend's games just gone. So we look at the weekend's games just gone, and we have 5 different categories. So we pick nominations for each category. Myself, Ahmed, and the rest of you lot in the comments will all discuss the nominations. Then I will put out a poll with said nominations. We'll vote and we will discuss it. We'll also pick some honorable mentions as well for any nominations that any nominations that don't make the poll. And of course, if you super chat as well, that is the winner of that category. So we'll still discuss it. You know what I'm saying? We still will discuss it. So yeah, hey, big up to Taja as well. I'm glad man's all synced up and everything like that. But let's bump up the likes as well, right? We already went over double figure likes. So big up to you lot. So whether you're watching this live right now or watching this back after the live, hit the like button on the video, share this across all of the socials as well, and subscribe to the channel Sarcasm City TV. And when you subscribe, make sure you hit the notification bell as well. Make sure you hit the notification bell. How many subs are we looking for? Let's get up to 20 likes first and foremost, because we're at 14. I'm only looking for 3 new subscribers. Get us to 5,345. So we're looking for 3 more subscribers. People, big up to FT in the cut. Big up Jolian as well. Says big up to you. Hopefully my audio and everything and video is all blessed, but we're here anyway. But before we get into the actual show, Ahmed, anything you want to discuss Premier League wise? It can be about your team, Chelsea, Graham Potter, anything else Premier League wise before we actually get into the show.
There's nothing to discuss, to be honest. You know what I mean? It's just another Premier League week in it. You know, no highs, no lows in it. I don't know about you. Is there anything that's you like? Do you think this should be that you think they should be discussed? No.
Nah, looking at it, no, not particularly. No, my team's doing the business, but we've been doing
Yeah.
that. You know what I'm saying? And that
I mean, my
Manchester
team's
United,
doing something in it. So
yeah, doing the complete opposite. You know what I'm saying? But here we are. Taza
Nah.
says FSG news discussion. Yeah, FSG
Let's
did
start with that
state.
before we start with Chelsea, because obviously
Yeah,
we're gonna have to talk about
go on,
Chelsea
then.
eventually. But
Go on. Then.
the FSG news, bro, it's kind of crazy, bro. I'm surprised that it's not. The thing is, I'm not surprised. And the reason why I would say that is that if you listen to like a lot of Liverpool fans about FSG, they seem to be very business minded, business oriented,
Mhm.
and I think especially with the news about United, like the United still happening, I'm like it doesn't matter. Like I hope Liverpool fans don't take this as like a disrespect, because I'm not trying to say disrespectfully, but United is the top 3 club, if not the top number 1 club in the world. The moment you start facing
But
someone like a Manchester United in terms of like being sold, it's gonna be a problem, bro. It is gonna
okay,
be a problem.
all right.
And the thing is, United is, and as you can see, the United situation is almost already coming to an end. You already got like 3 possible buys already that they're probably sorting out and everything, etc. And what surprised me even more was the Qatar story. The fact that they were trying to get 2 billion for 35% of their business.
That's
You know
crazy.
how that's crazy, you know. So they're basically
That's
saying
crazy.
So they said that they're worth almost 6 billion, basically, like roughly. Because like, if you were to do times by 3, it'd be like 105%. But
You know me.
essentially,
I
they're
ain't the guy
saying
for maths, but carry
yeah.
on,
But
man. Go on.
essentially, it's gonna be like they're saying they're worth 6 billion.
Well,
2 billion should get you because if Chelsea's going for 4.25, I
mm,
would think Liverpool probably should go up for by 0.25 more. I would argue if you said their history and that stuff.
first. That's first.
4.5 billion. But and the
First.
thing is, if you're not even getting offers for 4 billion, that should be concerning in the first place.
Yes.
What is going on at Liverpool that buys don't want to come there and buy the club? That's the real question.
Now you right, fam. 100%. I get exactly what you're saying. From a United perspective, it's great
Of
because
course, it's good news for the other
yeah,
if you're the
yeah,
rivals. But if
absolutely.
you're a Liverpool fan, you're fucked because
Yeah,
United getting Qatar money, Chelsea do have money somehow. We always get the
you
money
got
to
money.
do what we need to
Yeah,
do. Man City is always going to be out here, you know. Then that's it. What? So Arsenal, Tottenham. I don't know. I think with Arsenal, it's going to be wait and see after
Yeah,
the transfer
we'll see what goes on with them. Yeah,
next season, because you know what these men are like in it. Once they get their
facts,
top
facts,
four,
facts.
they're Gucci in it. You know what I mean? As if you look at the past, so you're gonna see.
Facts. Big up Alhambra for the super chat as well. He's in
Oh
early
my!
before we even got to the we ain't even got to like the most under the cosh manager. And he's doing the least segment sponsored by G Pulis, please. So Alhambra, I'm guessing. Correct me if I'm wrong because you've super chatted, but I'm guessing from most under the cosh manager, you want Graham Potter. So since you've super chatted, Graham Potter is now the winner of that when we get to it, but we'll still discuss it regardless. And despite the poll, even if Graham Potter doesn't win, that is the winner. And that's how it works, people. Unless Alhambra or somebody else puts in a super chat higher, you know what I'm saying, than Alhambra's or of the same amount, or yeah, it has to be higher. If someone puts in a super chat higher and say they wanted the under the cosh manager to be David Moyes, for example, we'll use him as an example, then it would be David Moyes, and that's how it works, like a bidding process. But yes, I got you, Alhambra. It will be Graham Potter or G Pulis. Big up for the super chat as well. Hi, Flawless. Glad we have Eric Ten Habibi, Chelsea's next signing. Ward Prowse says, Paul. Big up to you lot. You lot are jokers. Let's get up to 20 likes as well. We're too short. Let's get up to 20 likes and let's hit that subscriber. Let's get that subscriber mark as well. Let's hit that subscriber mark. Let's see. Before we continue, Taza says, interviewer is Manchester United Qatari. It was over and the birds flew off. The official Manchester United Qatari. The birds flew off is an Arabic phrase when something has already took off of no return. The deal is done. Hands have been shook with Glazers waiting for March for an effective date of sale formalities. Well, I hope that is the case, Taza. I'm over the moon as a Manchester United fan if the Qataris come in and the Glazers go. I'm with it. I'm fully with it 110%. Any more Premier League questions me and Ahmed will get to at the end of the show. So let me just explain again because we've had some new people join doing the most Premier League show, people. And we look at the weekend's games just gone. And obviously Arsenal, Manchester City from midweek as well because it fell in this game week. We have 5 categories. We pick nominations for each category. So we pick 4 nominations for each category. We run the poll, myself, Ahmed, and the rest of you lot in the comments will discuss it. And then we will pick a winner. But if you super chat, like Alhambra super chatted here, whoever you super chatted, you win. So he's put doing the least, which is the most under the cosh manager is Graham Potter. Unless someone did a super chat higher and they wanted it to be David Moyes or somebody else. So yeah, we will start already. And then the categories are the most unforgettable goal, the most unpredicted result, the most unacceptable error, the most under the cosh manager, the most untouchable manager. So most unforgettable goal is self-explanatory. Most unpredicted result, the same. Most unacceptable error must have led to a goal for the opposition. Most unacceptable error must have led to a goal for the opposition. Most under the cosh manager, again, self-explanatory as most untouchable manager is. So we'll start here. Actually, before we start, big up Alhambra with a super chat who says the key with Qatari bid is not the money, it's the autonomy that you give it's the autonomy you give Ten Hag and the support you give him. Don't fall into the Ted Bowie trap, Manchester United. Yeah, but what I like is with the Qatari bid, Alhambra, they said in the small statement they made, they said it's about the football, about Manchester United being debt free, about improving the first team, improving the stadium, improving other facilities.
Oh my God! Is it me or is it Flawless? Yo, okay. It's looking like Flawless is gone. So I'll just temporarily take over. I've already messaged him. Flawless is gone. I've already texted him. He should be back to him soon. But so Alhambra, I would like to disagree with you there. The Todd Bowley truck, yeah, I would disagree. I think Todd Bowley in the summer, as we both know, he tried to actually help with the he tried to get help from both Marina and Czech, but they both decided to leave, and then there was no help for him. All right, and then Tuchel, he tried to get help from Tuchel, but Tuchel, because he had been banned from a situation at PSG, didn't want to get involved, and even was even given at targets that he may have wanted to help to rebuild the team. So if we're being fair, that's not fair to Todd Bowley. And also, if you're looking at now with Graham Potter, if you look at Graham Potter, right? Yeah. All right, thank you, Murtaza. But as I was saying, if you look at the Graham Potter situation, we brought in the Brighton scouting team, the guy that's been helping him out in the thing to do what he needs to do, right? And you can't say now these players are not Graham Potter players or even players that are going to fit the team's ethos and system. So you can't be blaming Todd Bowley. The only thing you can probably blame Todd Bowley for is maybe bringing in Graham Potter. Maybe he's just not the right guy at the end of the day. We can say that. I think that's a fair discussion to have. But to blame Todd Bowley for all of that is wrong. Because the thing is, the players that we have now could fit into any other system if we wanted to as well. That's the thing that you have now. We don't have strictly one system team players. And that is the good thing about it right now. We've got young players who are malleable and be able to use it. Hey, steady on, mate. All right. I know the money Wi-Fi is a bit 50-50 right now. I'm even with that. Let me do the drink now as well.
You know what? The last thing I heard before it cut out is because I didn't have my battery on charge. That's on me.
That's okay.
Battery on charge. My laptop on charge is
No
I suppose
problem,
Flawless is gone. I'm gonna have to hold it down. That's the last thing I heard before it cut out fully. In this guy, because I got it on my TV, so I know. But go on, carry on saying what you're saying. My apologies, people. It's me not having my phone on charge. Me not having my laptop on charge.
Cool. The Glazers got you, yeah. They got you lacking. No, I'm just joking. No, but I really just made my point. I feel like a lot of the times people they like to blame Todd Bowley. Like, I understand the American nonsense that sometimes we like to bring to the media that's sort of seeped into British football, but you can't blame like the owner if he's trying to actually reset the culture. And I think part of it, that is part of the problem. Today I was thinking a lot more. After I did my job today, after everything, I was relaxing. I had a nice little walk outside. When we get to Chelsea, I'll discuss it a bit more. But I think a lot of what's going on at Chelsea is very similar to like a shock change, like a culture change. And it explains a lot more.
Well, man, I hear that. Alhambra, like I was saying, yeah, man, big up again for the super chat. Secondly, as I was saying, apologies, people, on my Wi-Fi. And that's me not charging. No, charging. Yeah, that's me not having my laptop on charge. I'm tired, people. Fucking knackered. But here we are. But yeah, with this, it is about the support of Ten Hag. And I've said this for the longest. I don't care who takes over. I don't care what nationality they are. Couldn't care less. It's all about, one, do they have the money? Yeah, do they have the billions? That's first and foremost. Secondly, do they have the football club's footballing interests at heart? That should be the numero uno priority. That should be number one priority. That's legit it. And from that statement they made, that's what I like. And clearing the debt, which ties into having deep pockets. Manchester United should not be in debt. We're a financial powerhouse. What's the reports? What are you saying?
Simon Stone today, for example, like I think 2 to 3 hours ago, was talking about the Elliott Group and like the Glazers are having like discussions and stuff. For it might be the Glazers and the Elliott Group. The guys that used to own AC Milan.
Oh, see, I don't know that. That's why I said who. I don't know who the Elliott Group are. So
they used to. They're like Clear Lake Capital essentially. Like what Chelsea's equivalent is, right? But they're gonna like give the Glazers money, and then it would be like a loan sort of thing where they would do it over the certain amount of period of time they've done with United previously. Like how United's got loans that they bought.
Okay, I did not know this.
And then so that's like a new thing that's coming into the thing, and now people are writing about it. Because at first we just Ogden yesterday. Now your guy Simon Stone, but here's a tier 1 for you guys, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, I don't even know. Like I said, when it comes to ownership,
maybe time to shine those buttons.
Financial fear, time to shine will know in it. Like he's much more knowledgeable on this type of thing than I am. He's saying Simon Stone is always late with news that news is recycled. All right, cool. Nah, Taz, yeah, no stress. Ahmed, do your thing. Taz, was not a question about believing Ahmed, the Glazers are gone. This is just hope. I'm just saying I personally don't know. When it comes to finance and taking over a football club, people be talking about financial jargon that I have no idea what it means. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Alhambra says I was early on. Big up again for the super chat. Appreciate it. He says I was early on Graham Pulis. I'm calling it on Todd B. You will be the owner with good intentions but bad execution. Cultural reset will destroy Chelsea Football Club. I'll let you respond to this first, seeming as you are a Chelsea fan.
A cultural reset will not destroy a club. It will just destroy the way you work as a club. Like at the end of the day, you can good intention and bad execution can be one thing. I think Graham Pulis did he have good intentions and bringing him? Of course, bad execution. I think that's to be discussed. I would argue, but with the cultural reset argument, it needs to happen at Chelsea, bro. We can't be going through like a heartbeat monitor. All right, it can't be an ECG scan. We can't be having the greatest highs of all time, the lowest lows, the greatest highs, the lowest lows every single time. That's a Chelsea thing, isn't it? You know, but literally, that's like that.
Roller coaster. Roller coaster.
It's like someone who has a heart he's going through the middle of a heart attack. Like it's not working, big man. So it is what it is. Like we'll discuss this more when we get to Chelsea bit, but I'm going to discuss that a bit more. But Alhambra, I think sometimes it's not. I feel like we become at the Chelsea fan base, we're very reactionary. We shouldn't be that at the same time. Don't get me wrong. It took me a long time for me to be taught out, and that was a Southampton game, obviously. But sometimes there's just a need to be relaxed and look at it logically, methodically. That's what is needed.
Fairs. You was early on Graham Pulis. I will give you that. I still think Graham Pulis is way too harsh on him, but I understand your overall point, Alhambra. You're calling it on Todd B. One thing I will say, he genuinely seems he has good intentions for Chelsea. Whether the execution goes well or not is a whole different conversation. Has it started well in terms of managing? No. In the way he's done it in terms of getting rid of Tuchel and then bringing in Graham Potter. The execution of players. I don't think your window's actually been that bad. I just think they have too many players. But I think where Chelsea were at before, you needed a lot of players, but it's getting rid of them as well. It's a mess that needs to be sorted out. But that is one thing that Chelsea have on their side is Todd B genuinely, to me, has Chelsea's best intentions at heart. Like he's trying, he might get it wrong, but he's at least trying to make them the best possible football club. But we'll see. Hey, big up to Ed. I see you, large up everyone who was locked in. Alhambra again, love for the super chat. Don't forget, as we run through all of the categories, all 5 categories, people, if you know what I'm saying, you super chat, then whoever you pick is the winner for that said category. So let's get to it anyway. Most unforgettable goal. All right, name some goals that stand out for you. Let us know in the chat as well, people. Most unforgettable goal, and it's from this weekend's just gone. So all the weekend's games, and we're including the Arsenal City game as well, where City won 3-1 at the Emirates. But yeah, goals that stand out for you, Ahmed.
Definitely, I would argue Ward-Prowse against Chelsea. That was a fantastic free kick. Let's not get that twisted. Rashford's goal.
Which one?
I think not the first one, because the first one was like when he sort of like it was like a through ball, then he cut in right and he shot. I think that one was quite good.
You're talking about the one from the right where he could have squared it to Garnacho, or the one from the left? Because one was from the right side.
I think it's the first one. It's the first one when he was on the right, right?
Also, yeah, the first one was on the right. Yes.
That was good. I can't lie to you. That his movement, that I like that. Coleman was
Coleman's goal was a banger. I think he meant that as well. As much as it was a bad mistake by Mesley, I think he genuinely meant that. I think Coleman's goal was good. KDB against Arsenal, I agree with that.
Jorginho's another one if you wanted to see that.
Yo, he hit the goalkeeper. Hit the goalkeeper on the way out.
He can add a little bit of cheek like that if you want to. Shout out to J5.
Hey, Emma, that's a shout. Sancho's goal. This is going to be hard to narrow down because there was a lot of good goals.
Let me look at Sancho's goal again. I actually forgot what Sancho's goal was. I watched this earlier.
The 1-2 with Bruno. It was a great team. It was a great team move. You know who else scored? I've actually got some of them here. Bless you.
Thank you, man.
It's all good. Oh, why is this not where? What is going on? There was some. There we go. I thought Ollie Watkins' goal was good against Arsenal. That was good. I thought Coutinho's goal was a banger with the dummy. I can't remember the player who dummied it.
But that was like a good, what's it called, team goal.
Yeah, it's team goal, so it can go in the unforgettable goal. But you say Saka's goal, I thought was banging. That slept on. I thought Saka's goal was banging. Let me see what others. These are just some honorable mentions. This Mana Solomon, the Fulham player, who I didn't even know who he was, who scored against Brighton. Mana Solomon, he's called. He scored a good goal. Away at Brighton. It was very similar to Watkins, where he's broke away and he's on the left hand side and his left foot and he's shot and he's gone across the goalkeeper. I thought Eze's goal was decent as well. Good pass by Elise. But we need to narrow this down to 4 people. Well, if you're saying unforgettable, then it wouldn't even be Jorginho.
The Sancho one, the Sancho goal was a
banking goal. Yeah,
that was just good. That was just good gameplay, man. That was literally a quick 1-2.
Yeah. So that ties in, but you know what? Let's narrow this down. So what are we saying? For me, Bernardo Silva is definitely in there.
Yeah,
Bernardo Silva's. All right, cool.
So Bernardo Silva, Ward-Prowse, I would say the free kick is he has to be
cool.
And I think Coleman we can agree on.
Coleman, yeah, I agree with that. Coleman. One more.
So was the song goal? People are giving a shout out.
Nah, I think you know what? I think Saka's goal. Was banging. Half
You mean the
volley.
equalizer? The equalizer where he just
Yeah, the
whipped it.
equalizer. Yeah. The equalizer. I'm saying
Yeah,
Saka's.
okay. I can give. I can accept
Yeah.
Son. I can accept. I can accept. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Saka.
KDB's was good. Honorable mention to KDB's, but I'm saying we're gonna go with that. People, there's only 4. Yeah. All right. So 1 second, let me put this poll out. People, unforgettable goal. Right, poll is now out. People, go vote. Unforgettable goal. The poll is out. Even if you're not in the comment section, just vote. So then I'll leave that up for 5-10 minutes while we do that. We're at 27 likes. Let's get up to 30 likes. You know what I'm saying? Because there's over 30 of you lot locked in. Make sure as well you hit the share button. Please share this across all the socials. Go to my socials. That's me flawless on Twitter and Instagram. You can see it right there. That's me flawless. Twitter and Instagram. Sarcasm City TV on Twitter and Instagram. Retweet and like from the Twitter. You can share from the Instagram. Vote on the post. So what are you saying? Which out of these 4, Ahmed? So we got Bernardo Silva's, Ward-Prowse, Coleman, Saka. What do you think? Give us your 1 to 4. Yeah, you saying
I would
Coleman?
say Coleman. If I was to, I'm voting now. I'm going to say Coleman.
All right, yeah. Well, I don't know. I think Ward-Prowse.
That was ridiculous. The Coleman one was ridiculous, bro.
The Coleman, it might be the Coleman one for me. When I think about it, most of them. Let's see what you lot saying in the chat.
The Saka one, you can probably see that weekly. Like it's reproducible on a weekly basis.
Yeah, like Saka was a great finish. Yeah, Sancho and KDB's both honorable mentions. People to me, 100%. Both honorable mentions. Sancho goal.
We're not going to be talking about tapping Sancho, man.
Yeah. This guy go, hey, you wish your players could score tappings. You know what I'm saying? And you wish your players could score. But here we are. He's a Chelsea fan for those that don't know. So if you see Ahmed hating, you know why. There's some new people like, oh, why is he hating? He's miserable, man. His team in 10th. I'm saying. Like, that's what it is on 0 goal difference. See what you're saying. Yeah, Saka or James Ward-Prowse. Saka's was a great finish. I'd probably, Wow, Coleman. So currently, Bernardo Silva 7%, Ward-Prowse 50%. Coleman's 20. It's just changed now. So Bernardo Silva 13%, Ward-Prowse 47%, Coleman 27%, Saka. Let me vote actually. I will vote. You know what I'm saying? Feeling left out and all that. Let me vote. I've just voted myself. Hey, big up disgruntled blogger as well. Let us know if there's any honorable mentions and continue to let us know your winners. Even though you lot have voted, let us know your winners and why. Flawless victory. Ahmed, big up yourselves and everyone in here. I've been up since 4:30 a.m. I'm done out. Yo, disgruntled blogger, big up to have you here. Get your rest, my guy. Get your rest. 100%. I think the hype behind Coleman's goal is because he don't bang like that often. No, it's because it's a banging goal. Coleman's goal was fire. Let's not do that because it's Coleman. Like, the smartness. If De Bruyne does that, we're waxing lyrical about it. If De Bruyne does that, he's probably winning this pub. Well, Prowse is winning, but I think that's people just looking to crash on Chelsea, which is jokes. I'm not gonna lie, that is jokes, and I'm all for it. We're waiting for some more votes. Get some more votes, people. Get some more votes in on that. Most unforgettable goal. Bernardo Silva versus Nottingham Forest. James Ward-Prowse versus Chelsea. Coleman versus Leeds. Bukayo Saka's equalizer versus Aston Villa. Well, yeah, it's still Bernardo Silva 11%, Ward-Prowse 53%, Coleman 26%, Saka 11%.
People just like the the Ward-Prowse goal, it seems.
Yeah, it is, man. You know what, Ahmed? You can hold that, fam. Hold that. You know what I'm saying?
Nothing to hold if I don't care.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Don't care. Alhambra says I voted Ward-Prowse because I still not can get it out of my mind. Definition of unforgettable. Fairs. The Villa Coutinho goal definitely deserves a mention. 100%. Both goals Villa scored. I thought Watkins' goal was good. I thought Coutinho's goal was good. I mentioned Solomon's goal against Brighton. I thought that goal was very good as well. I thought Eze's goal was good cross. And I thought, Bernardo Silva's who we already mentioned. Ward-Prowse, because he's good at it and he's still going to be stopped. We've had new people who've just joined. Go vote on the poll. As soon as you land, do 2 things. Hit the like button, first and foremost. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't. That's 2. And then 3, go vote on the poll, people. I don't care. He says crying into his whole pillow. Oh, yeah, we know he's devastated, man. We know Ahmed be lying. We know him very well.
Not really.
Yeah, sure. Paul says probably more Arsenal fans on there, so Saka wins. Don't get me wrong, fine goal. Saka's lowest on the poll currently, Paul. Him and Bernardo Silva are tied at 10% each. And then it's Ward-Prowse at 50%.
No one likes Arsenal, man.
I'm telling you. At 30%. Yeah, that's facts. That's facts. Over 40 of you lot locked in. Hey, bump up the likes, man. Like check. We're only looking for 2 likes. Jesus, we're only looking for 2 likes. Let's bump up them likes, you lot. What's going on? Only looking for 2 likes. Yeah, Saka, like I said, Saka's goal was banging. To me, that's probably second. I don't know, because Bernardo Silva's goal was banging as well. But yeah, it's looking anyway like it is Ward Prowse's goal. Like, yeah, Ward Prowse is how Ward Prowse doesn't get in the England squad is crazy to me. It's absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts. But here we are. Here we are. Okay, so most unforgettable goal is James Ward-Prowse, you know what I'm saying, versus Chelsea, his free kick. All right. Most unpredicted result. So I'm going to run through all the results, and then we'll decide what are the most unpredicted results. So we'll start, obviously, Arsenal 1, Manchester City 3, Aston Villa 2, Arsenal 4, Brentford 1, Palace 1, Wolves 0, Bournemouth 1, Brighton 0, Fulham 1, Everton 1, Leeds 0, Chelsea 0, Southampton 1, Nottingham Forest 1, Manchester City 1, Newcastle 0, Liverpool 2, Manchester United 3, Leicester 0, Tottenham 2, West Ham 0. Give me the results that stand out to you, Ahmed, and same to you lot in the chat. What results
All right,
stand out?
so let's start with I think for me, Man City, Nottingham Forest 1-1. That's a big result for Nottingham Forest. Fulham beating Brighton 1-0, especially in the last minute, and no Mitrovic. Another big result there. Chelsea, Southampton beating Chelsea. Big result for them 1-0. Let's be real. I think those are like the first 3 that have come to mind. And
Okay, first.
What's the other one that you could think of?
Nah, it's tough because there wasn't a lot. I'm having a look here. Having a look here. What about Bournemouth?
Wolves and Bournemouth, innit?
Wolves, because it was at home. Yeah, I hear you. I get what you're saying. I'm going to put this poll together. Let us know in the chat, people, what you lot are saying. Let us know in the chat. There we go. Let's see. Next. Do this. Forest 1. Man City 1. What was the other results we said? Brighton 0, Fulham 1, innit?
Yeah, Chelsea 1-0. So Chelsea losing 1-0 to Southampton. And the Wolves result. I think they lost in it 1-0 to Bournemouth, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, you're right. They did. Right. Let's do this now. Do that, yep. Hella 1-0s, 3 1-0s in this. This is crazy.
Yeah, there wasn't that many goals this week, man.
Mm-hmm. All right, so the unpredicted result poll is out, people. So we've got Nottingham Forest 1, Manchester City 1, Brighton 0, Fulham 1, Chelsea 0, Southampton 1, and then the last one is Wolves 0, Bournemouth 1. They are your most unpredicted results. If there's any we didn't mention on the poll, let us know as well. Your honorable mentions as well, people. Let us know. Alhambra says, Flawless, why do you need to do that poll? Because that's just a part of the show. That's why. Part of the show. I said Ward Prowse or Fred Flawless. Jesus, neither. Jesus Christ. They're the 2 options. Shoot me now. You know what I'm saying? If they're the 2 options. And don't worry, people, asking questions in regards to like Premier League, me and Ahmed will answer for like 10-15 minutes after we've gone through all the categories as well.
Of course.
Yeah, go vote on the poll, man. Are saying Southampton or Forest has to be Arab King.
I think the Forest one is quite big on
Forest versus City, to me, City dominated and should have had one. Forest showing that Champions League edited. Joke, man. Liverpool, Newcastle, honorable mention, I would say. Even though Newcastle haven't been in good form, but I don't think people would expect Liverpool to go there and win 2-0.
Yep.
I would say, Palace getting a draw at Brentford. That's also a shout. Paul saying Southampton versus Chelsea, considering where Saints place and just more hate on Chelsea. Chelsea losing to Southampton is not that surprising. It is to me. I would have expected like a draw. I thought it was going to be a draw. The fact they got beat, I'm shocked. I'm not going to lie. As bad as they've been, I know they got 2 wins in 16, but I at least expected them to draw at the Bridge. At the Bridge, at least. But it's not like Southampton have been in great form. That's just me.
Yeah, but then, it's a Chelsea thing, innit, man?
Talk about it, fam.
I think for me with Chelsea, man, we're gonna discuss this later. But I'm just trying to say, Chelsea, it's just chaos in it, bro. We just work in chaos. We are the most chaotic club, bro. In the last 3 years, no one can beat us in terms of chaos, bro. We are the chaos is a team.
Yeah. You like I expected chaos and you deliver. You over deliver in XC. You know what I'm saying? You really do, man. Expected chaos.
Too much, man.
Should have signed Darwin Nunes, man. Well, you lot subscribe as well, because there's over 40 of you lot locked in, and I know everybody here is not subbed. Hit the subscribe button. Continue to vote on the poll. Currently, right now, Forest 1, Manchester City 1, 64%. Brighton 0, Fulham 1, 0%. Chelsea 0, Southampton 1, 36%. Wolves 0, Bournemouth 1, 0%. So we got 2. You know what I'm saying? 2 options on 0%. So it's probably going to be, it'll probably close the gap. Let me vote myself, actually. What do I think it is?
Sorry?
Let me vote. I was just debating. You know what I'm saying? I voted myself. I forget.
Just vote for Southampton, Chelsea. I know you want to. All right,
Yeah, of course I
vote.
did. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the most unpredictable result. I would never expected that. That being said, Forest City, well, Forest I've only been beaten at home once all season. It's between those two anyway, to me. Alhambra says 2 wins in 16. Jesus Christ. If we do that in the next 16, we are in trouble. Depends how many draws you get. As long as you lot survive relegation and don't get relegated, which won't happen. You know what I'm saying? Which it would be great if you lot did get relegated, but it won't happen. Just to see, you know what I'm saying, Chelsea, you know what I'm saying, at the bridge in the championship, playing Tranmere and that. It'd be beautiful settings. But it won't happen.
We're not going to be in the championship.
Yeah, I know.
I keep on hearing this nonsense. That's just being reactionary, man. Come on, guys, calm down, please.
And that's Ahmed telling people they're being reactionary, you know. That's how you know it's bad. Ahmed the one. Mr. Reactionary himself.
Listen,
I can be shameless.
I might be
shameless.
Listen, I can be emotional. I can be emotional at times, flawless, yeah. But you know me, I always like to think about something as logically as possible. That's what I always
did
say.
your defense, yeah. I don't know why I'm shameless.
Even when I'm emotional, I'm right. Even when I'm emotional these days, I'm right these days.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When I'm emotional, I'm moving correctly these days. So, hey man, that Arsenal 4-0. Let's remember that, guys.
You mean the preseason thing? Okay, all right. Big up to Evan. Big up to Emma. Says Southampton look good and a well-drilled team. From what I've seen, that's not going to disappear just because they got no manager. I hear this, but the manager did just get sacked.
This is a joke. Emma's saying that. Is she serious? She's not serious.
Of course she's being serious.
That's clearly like a semi-joke here. Oh, what the?
She's being serious.
No, do you know?
Oh yeah. When Potter said they were well drilled, and then
that's why.
Their managers said we didn't have time to work on tactics.
That's what I'm saying. That's the point, man.
You got Super Graham Potter. He knows exactly what we.
At least we don't play. Listen, man. You know what? You're lucky, man. On Sunday, you get to watch Chelsea versus Spurs.
Oh yeah, there'll be a watching up for that, people.
Before your big game, innit?
Absolutely, man. We got 2 big games this week, fam. We got 2 big games.
What's that? What are you facing Barcelona already?
Yeah, Barcelona second leg, man. Part 2, fam. Same way in 2 weeks, you know what I'm saying? The mighty Borussia Dortmund pulling up to Stamford Bridge.
Who cares, man?
I care. It should be. I'm doing a watch along.
I've already spoken to the man. Them. I've said to them, this is your last European game. If you want to get tickets to it, get some tickets to it, because you ain't seen European football for another 2 years, mate. So enjoy.
Wow. Fairs. Ooh, this is close. Forest 1, City 1 is 50%. Brighton 0, Fulham 1 is 6%, and Chelsea 0, Southampton 1 is 44%. Wolves 0, Bournemouth 1 still at 0%. We'll give it a few more so people can get their votes in as well. 3 likes were at. Let's bump that up to 40 because there's over 40 of you lot locked in. Over 40 of you lot. And we're looking for 3 new subscribers. I know there's at least 3 of you lot who haven't subscribed. Hit the subscribe button, people.
Yeah, let's do this, guys. Let's do this.
Only 3. We're trying to get to 5,345. And what Ahmed said is correct. Yeah, Sunday, there is big game. So we will be bringing you Tottenham versus Chelsea on the Twitch. But then there will not be a watch-along for the Carabao Cup final. However, there will be the Q&A that night as always as well, regardless of the result. Flawless, have you watched Benfica's Ramos goal? Ice cold finish game at United. Centre-back Silva next to Carvalho. No, I'm not. So we'll see what go on. But no, I'm presuming that's the Ramos who was in the World Cup for Portugal, I'm guessing. Alhambra says, subscribe, lads. Don't be taking no action like Graham Pulis. Wow. Chelsea Southampton is just taking over. You know what I'm saying? It's now at 50%. With Forest City at 45% and Brighton and Fulham at 5%. You lot continue to get your votes in, man. Your vote counts. Of course, if you super chat, someone wanted to super chat right now, Wolves Bournemouth, that would now be the winner, even though it's got 0%. That's how this works. Alhambra's already super chatted about under-the-cosh manager, so we'll still discuss it, but it will be Graham Potter. The Ahmed's guy in that.
I don't know. I'm mad saying that's my guy. You know, it's crazy.
That's your guy, man. You a grandpa fan. It's okay, man. We all back the wrong horse from time to time. It's okay. These things happen. Trust me, been there, man. It hurts. It sucks, but you tough, right? You'll walk it off.
It's not tough, man. You know what I mean? It is what it is. We just have to move on.
All right,
So
so
another day.
2 wins in 16 ain't tough. All right, first, you stronger than me.
Of course, man. You have to be strong, man. Strong.
Yeah,
And
man.
listen,
23 goals in 23 games is not tough. All right, cool. Get what I'm
you
saying?
did-
Eight wins in 23 games altogether with 7 draws and 8 losses and 0 goal difference. And not a win since away from home since October, and it's now nearly March. Hey, you tougher than me, fam. Credit to you.
listen, man. You know, don't worry about that, fam. You know what I mean?
I'm not worried.
Crystal Palace has helped me out lately. You know what I mean? Shout out to them.
Why would the Palace do?
They drew 1-1 in that, but they've been doing all right, man. Not that we haven't had that many losses recently. Just been relaxing.
This
You
guy's
get me?
outrageous. This guy's outrageous. Alhambra says, wearing it together. Yeah, you Chelsea lads got to stick together. Chelsea. Taj Shine. I don't know why you laughing. I'm being serious. He's stronger than me. If I see my team winning away from home in 3-4 months, I'd be proper stressed. That's just me. My team 2 wins in 2023 and it's almost March. I hear that.
There's nothing to worry about, bro. You know what I mean? It's Chelsea Football Club. We'll be back, man. We'll be back up. You know what I mean? When we back, they'll remember us, innit?
All right, first. Okay. Anyways, looking like, speaking of Chelsea, that's what's won the poll. Chelsea 0, Southampton 1. Most unpredicted result. All right, big up to you lot. Okay. Next one is most unacceptable error. This was tough when I was watching the games in regards to most.
It has to be Aspilicueta's tackle for me because you should not be given a free kick here to James Ward-Prowse in any area around that, just outside the 6-yard box, man.
Well,
you can't be doing that.
Aspilicueta, that's fair. I was gonna say Tomiyasu for De Bruyne's goal.
Yeah.
Edison also for the penalty that Saka scored. Why he's come running out of Nketiah, I don't know. You got any others? Let us know in the chat. Most unacceptable error, but it must have led to a goal for the opposition. There wasn't many. I look at. Most unacceptable error. Let us know, people.
I mean, can you say that the Emi Martinez or Jorginho goal? You can't really blame him because that's just luck. That's just pure luck, innit?
Yeah. Oh, Meslier. I forgot about Meslier.
Oh yeah, Meslier and Coleman.
I forgot about Meslier. Yeah, we got our 3. Man, I'm saying Pope. Yeah, Pope's didn't lead to a goal, Ed. You know what I'm saying? Didn't lead to a goal. So who we saying? We saying Meslier. Who else?
Aspilicueta.
Aspi.
And I think the other one,
Edison.
Yeah. The thing with Pope is an honourable mention, to be honest.
Yeah. Hey, big up to Malcolm. I see you. So, people, most unacceptable error. You got Meslier for his mistake for the Coleman goal. Tomiyasu for passing the ball to De Bruyne. After that, you have Aspilicueta for giving away the free kick at the bridge for Ward-Prowse, for that Ward-Prowse dagger. And then Edison for giving away the penalty against Arsenal as well. Alhambra is looking like Martinez has won it, but you lot could still vote on the poll because he's voted. He's voted here with his piece, with his money. He said Martinez going up for a corner, brick moment. It did cost the goal. They were chasing it. I disagree, but hey, that's the winner.
They're trying to chase the winner, innit? And it's like the one in the last minute of the game. So, fair play to him, innit?
I disagree. You lot can still vote on the poll, but yes, that is the winner. Is Martinez. And that's how it works. It'll be interesting to see who wins the poll anyway. I voted Tomiyasu. I think Tomiyasu's was the worst. Meslier's was bad though.
That was bad, man.
Yeah, speedy recovery to Aspilicueta though. That is right. Speedy recovery to Aspilicueta. And I think
Edison's be out today actually.
Well. Oh, that's good. I think Edison's is daft as well.
Yeah, that was some wild boy stuff that's going on, man.
Yeah, that's just I don't get the Edison. I don't know why he's come running out and crashed into Nketiah. Because Nketiah's not even going to score from there. That's the thing. When Martinez scored a goal from a corner, I hear that, but he's still chasing the game. But you won Alhambra, so it's calm. It's calm. It's Martinez, even though Tomiyasu is out in front, rightfully so. Meslier at 22%, Tomiyasu at 56%, Aspi and Edison both at 11%. People, both at 11%. We'll leave that up for like 5 minutes. We're at 40 likes. Let's go to 45 likes. Let's get up to 45 likes, people. This is doing the most on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Subscribe if you are new as well, because I know there's at least 3 of you lot who have not subscribed hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, check out the upcoming live stream schedule, all of that good stuff, people. And let's get up to 45 likes. So there's over 50 of you lot. Time to Shine says, I'd say Mesley or Aspie because they cost the games directly. Fair. I personally said Tommy Yasuko. I think that cost the game. That didn't help Arsenal at all. Great finish by De Bruyne. Well, that's just me. But yeah, Tommy Yasu's won this. Yeah. Tommy Yasu has won this. We'll wait for a few more votes as well. What is the next category? I actually wait for some more votes. Just is our most under the cosh manager. That's gonna be fun. You know what I'm saying? That's definitely gonna be fun. Most under the cosh manager. Without doubt, right at 42 likes. Right, so we'll go to the next one. So Martinez has won it, even though Tommy Yasu won the poll because Alhambra super chat is Martinez for the most unacceptable error. Okay, next one, most under the cosh manager. Let us know in the chat who you think the most under the cosh manager is from this.
Definitely Eric Ten Hag, you know what I mean? Eric Ten Hag is the most under the cosh manager, in it. You know what I mean? You know I'm joking, but on a serious.
Yeah, I know you. Where you find yourself funny, yo. This guy really thinks he's eating. Look at this guy smiling away. What Egypt, yo? You proper jackass at times. I swear down.
I'm just kidding. But for me, obviously, you know, Graham Potter obviously is like number one. He's
that won it by the way because of Alhambra super chat from earlier.
Yeah. So listen, I don't think we need to do a poll for this one. Like literally, just Graham Potter's number one there. I don't know who else is under the cosh. Who else under the cosh other than him?
David Moyes.
Oh, you know, Moyes, like that guy is gonna get sacked. He has to be. So that means man.
He's gonna get sacked. That means he's definitely under the cosh then from this week.
Then who else other than them? I don't know. I'm not sure who else other than that. Then
I'm gonna run through this. So right, most under the cosh manager. We definitely have Paul. So Paul is definitely there. Moyes is definitely there. 110%.
The thing with Vieira, I would have said Vieira is under the cosh, but the situation at Crystal Palace is a lot more stable, even though they've gotten
we're not saying
wins. Sorry?
We're not saying Pep.
Pep, of course. Pep definitely is under the cosh, bro. He cannot let your your ex number 2 win the league over you.
All right, we got one more. Man is saying Vieira, Paul.
But the thing with the Vieira situation is just that he hasn't won. He's been getting a lot of draws. That's the problem.
Yeah, let me have a look. Yeah, if they would have got beat, different, but Palace are 12.
They just keep on drawing. They can't manage to get a win. They almost got a win against Brentford. Like the last minute.
What are we saying about Eddie Howe?
Maybe Eddie Howe, because he just keeps on getting draws, you know. He's got quite a strike force, bro. He's got like a strike force and he ain't cooking something, bro.
All right, it's out under the cosh manager. We got Graham Potter, David Moyes, Pep Guardiola, and Eddie Howe. People go vote on the poll. However, what was I gonna say? Because Alhambra super chatted before, it is definitely Graham Potter. But if you super chat more than 199, which I believe his super chat was, that is the winner. But we're still gonna talk about this anyway. So what are you saying? Most of you saying it's Potter? You be saying
definitely Potter, man. Okay. Potter. Listen, if you're being honest, no one cares about West Ham, bro. Like, let's be real, man.
Yeah, just because he don't care don't mean that he's not under the cosh. You know what I'm saying? He's not under the cosh. Yeah, Potter's currently winning anyway. Right, you really don't like Potter, man. At 56%, Moyes 33%, Pep 11%, Howe 0%. Graham Potter, Alhambra.
Potter's the new top 6 manager.
Graham Pulis, as you call him. Oh my god. Gotta leave foul for that. Yeah, I only know Pulis. I know, I just seen it. Roger should be.
Yeah, I think the bottom 3 is already decided, you know, in the league. The bottom 3's already been decided. I think it's over, you know. Like the only one that I can see.
You think it's Leeds, West Ham, Southampton?
I think that's what it's gonna be, but I think maybe switch West Ham with Bournemouth, but probably. Like West Ham have more than enough quality to take over Bournemouth, I would argue. So that's pretty much it. But that's going to be the bottom 3 at the end of the season.
You might have scored 5 less goals than Leeds, who are 19th. That is crazy.
All right, man. There's no need for that, but right.
I just noticed that as I was looking. I was like, yo, 28. I was like, right, he scored more goals. It's crazy. Ed says Jordy's legs are gone. It was only a matter of time. No way they could keep the form in the last 12 months much longer. They're still defensively good, even though they weren't good against Liverpool. They just don't score enough goals. And they drew 6 out of their last 7. Something crazy like that. Like out of their 22 matches. Let me check. I think they drew 12 from 22. Yeah. Hella draws, man. Newcastle, I'm having a look here. Yeah, Newcastle, they drew 11. They drew 11 games out of 23. Lost 2. Pure draws, man. Pure draws. Last time they won, I think they're 1-6 in terms of wins.
Yeah. They don't even win. They just keep on drawing.
2 draw, 3. That's 4. That's 5. Yeah, the only win there is Fulham.
Yep.
In the last 6. Crazy. Anyway, you lot continue to vote before we close out. Continue to vote. Yeah, Potter's already won this anyway because of, like I said, Alhambra, but I still wanted to discuss it. Eddie Howe, 0%. Pep only 9%, people. He drew away to Nottingham Forest. How's he only on 9%?
These man love Pep too much, man. That's what it is.
How's he only on 9%? Should be at least 10%. I know ways Moyes on 25% and Pep's now on 8%. We Potter at 67%. Yeah, Rogers is always one. You know what I'm saying? Alhambra says with the super chat, big up, says we have the 3rd best defensive record, surprisingly. But defensively, you got good players. Like from a defensive standpoint, when you look at your team, Reece James, Aspie, Thiago Silva, Badashile, like Fafana, you got competent defenders.
You haven't got twats who are defending. It's just
your problem is your midfield and attack.
Yup, straight up.
Like, that's why that's not a surprise. All right. Run it. We'll go to last, but definitely not least. Most untouchable. So, yeah, it's just Potter anyway, because like I said, Alhambra super chat. A big up for that super chat as well, Alhambra. Much appreciated. Much love. Most untouchable manager. What are you saying? Most untouchable manager.
Arteta is definitely one of them.
Can't be out. They lost midweek. Let's not forget.
But they won. But they got their get back. And then City drew.
You can't.
Eric Ten Hag definitely. I think Eric Ten Hag definitely.
We'll say Arteta. We'll see. Ten Hag's definitely in there, of course, without doubt.
You know who else, Bob? The Fulham manager, Silva, getting a result against Brighton without
Silva,
without their guy.
That's a shout.
And Sean Dyche.
Ooh, beating Leeds. Sean Dyche is a shout. I think Klopp's a shout as well.
Yeah, Klopp. Oh, yeah, Klopp is definitely
because they won away at Newcastle.
First back to back in a while. First back to back in a while as well.
I would say definitely Klopp. Who's the Bournemouth manager?
Patrick O'Neill.
Yeah, I think he's definitely worth an honourable mention. Let us know. Alhambra says Arteta, Ten Hag, Thomas Frank, Marco Silva, Brentford Drew. So I'm not putting Brentford in there. Brentford Drew. So I'm more than add Brentford, but the rest of them are shouts. Let me put this poll together. Conte's assistant manager is a shout. That is a shout. Definitely. Right. So I'm putting this poll together. So I got Ten Hag. I have Klopp. Also have. Let's see. Marco Silva. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Marco Silva's a shout. Definitely. Dyche is definitely a shout, Malcolm. Dyche is definitely a shout with the 1-0 win at home to Leeds. I'm trying to see. Let's see. Yeah, I think it might be a Sean Dyche shout still. The only other ones I'm looking at here, Arteta, they lost midweek. Brentford and Palace drew. Patrick O'Neill, like you mentioned, Silva's there. Southampton don't have a manager. The Forest manager, maybe. Liverpool, we've got. United did the business. All right, we'll go Dyche.
Yeah, I think Dyche deserves a bit of love.
Yeah, we'll go pause. Well, yeah, we'll go Dyche. All right. It's out. Flawless make it Sean Dyche, Steve Austin. Yeah, man, the poll's out. Go vote. Malcolm, you can go vote. Who would you say out of this? So you got Ten Hag, Klopp, Marco Silva, Sean Dyche.
Probably Ten Hag. Getting a result, a draw at Barcelona. With them yet to come to Old Trafford is a big W, I would argue, and then getting a win against Leicester and getting yourself in a title race can never be me, innit?
Yeah, I'm glad you know it can never be you. Hold that, fam. Hold that. You know what I'm saying, you man fighting for top 8. It's okay. Man fighting to get in the top 8 like it's MySpace, but we move. Make sure you bump up the likes, people. We're at 45. Let's hit 5 likes. You know what I'm saying? We need to turn that frown upside down on Ahmed's face. He's stressed. But yeah, hit 5 likes, people. Girls up. Hit the like button. Girls up to 50 likes. And again, subscribe if you're new. No, everyone here is definitely 110% not subscribed. Hit the subscribe button if you're enjoying the content as well. It's the 2.5 things That makes that result even better for Ten Hag. That's true, Sean. That's fair. That's why I put Ten Hag on there. Yeah, Ten Hag walking away with this 92%. Klopp at 8%, Michael Silver at 0%, Sean Dyche at 0%. Hey, Malcolm, you was advocating for Sean Dyche. You better go vote for him. Let him get off the mark. You lot go vote. We've only had 13 votes. This is the last one as well. This is the last category. Before we get into any Premier League questions, and Ahmed talking about his beloved Chelsea Football Club.
Into the beloved Chelsea, you know.
That is your beloved football club. Is it not?
I'm just tired of Chelsea. Oh, Flawless is gone again. The money Wi-Fi has come again. He could cuss me out, and he thought he could leave. Flawless, you can hold that, big man. Pattern up the Wi-Fi with the money Wi-Fi, G. So, it's me. Okay. So, listen, let's have a look here at these results, man. What are we cooking with these results, man, right now? Let's have a look. All right, man. So, I think for me, it's looking at Ten Hag with 88, Klopp with 12, and other two managers are just basically washed. So, as you can see, this is my show now. I'm the man here. And I mean, that backseat Wi-Fi is looking like it's better than that money Wi-Fi. I mean, the Sheikhs got him. You know what I mean? The Glazers have said we're not selling to those Sheikhs, so they can all hold that. But all right, guys, get your votes in. Get your votes in. I think probably we need 2 more results, and that's it. But I think basically Ten Hag has won as the most untouchable manager, ladies and gentlemen. So I think that's pretty much it. So let's move on now. Well, I wish I could. I don't have the main controls here. So let's move on now to what I would like to call the question a bit. Before I'll wait for Flawless to talk about Chelsea. But if you've got any questions Premier League related, give me a touch. You know what I mean? Give me a call. Look at this. Look who's back. The money Wi-Fi is it's back now, yeah?
I hope so. I don't know what's going on, man. I hope so. My laptop's like me, man. The Wi-Fi feeling like me, tired. I hope I'm back. If not, you can hold it down anyway. I just seen you as obviously I got on the big screen, yo, the way you smiling. But yes, Ten Hag's won that by Kano. He's won that 110%. He's won that. But go on, get your questions in the chat, people. Get your questions in the chat. Just keep them Premier League related. Go on, Ahmed. The floor is yours. What do you want to discuss, man?
Well, we can start obviously with Chelsea. There's been a lot of talk today about Chelsea. Today they're like, oh, we're backing the manager. You know, we're all trying to get behind him. You know, they've told him to put on like his tin hat. It's like a reference to World War One. You know that card these guys used to wear tin hats in World War One and that sort of stuff to like dodge bullets and from hitting the head and get to work.
Think about Hamburg for the super chat. Yeah, go on.
But then there've been reports today that what's it called? There's some people in the dressing room that don't like him. Apparently, they don't really like what Potter is doing, according to Chelsea 365. But then that is again, it comes back to what I call the Chelsea conundrum: the player power versus manager power. If you know what I mean, in the sense that we should not be wanted the manager. We should not be getting this play. The player power can only work if you have like a spine that was of Czech, Terry, Lampard, and Drogba. If you have a spine of that, the player power. I could probably argue you can have that all you want. It doesn't matter what the manager thinks. If they don't like the manager, bring them another top tier manager. They'll work with him and they can probably win the league. But this is not that. We don't have that. What's that spine right now? What Kepa, Thiago Silva, what Mason Mount, and Kai Havertz. Come on, man. That was what I was up until January, right? You know what I mean? So let's keep
Silva, man. You got Thiago Silva. Let's not.
No, but I'm not questioning Thiago Silva, but I'm just saying, look how bad. I'm just comparison wise. You get what I mean, right? Yeah. So, and then today it came out like Ornstein was reporting this, so it's been confirmed. Mount has been given multiple contract opportunities since the summer, this summer, and they apparently stopped talking to him about contracts until the end of the season. Apparently, not going to talk about contracts until the end of the season, and they've told him clearly, either you signed a contract or you're going to get out of the club. We're going to sell you in the summer. So it's actually confirmed now by a zero source, essentially. So that brother might actually be going now. It's actually he might be going.
Yeah, we're gonna find out.
So that's a reality that's happening. I don't even what I think was par. This brother, he should really be gone, bro. I thought he was gone today. You know, when they said there was no training today, I thought today was the day that he was gone.
Yeah, according to Timo Sauce, that's what he said, innit? Timo said, innit? 10
No, but
a.m.
yeah, listen, let's not listen to Timo,
Yeah,
but
no, yeah, I know. I'm just saying, I'm just
yeah,
pointing that out that this guy should be too late to
yeah.
say that. But go on, carry on, carry on.
But I thought from a logical situation, if you've given them both Sunday then Monday off, surely it can't be just to have them rest, bro. After the results that have taken place, you can't tell me
Mm.
you already giving them you're giving them Monday off as well, bro. Come on, man. That's dickhead behavior, bro. That's dickhead behavior, in my opinion. It really is dickhead behavior. That's not you literally are being a dickhead, bro. That's what it is.
Alhambra, big up for this super chat. He says, I'm sorry. He said, this isn't player power. Players are looking for inspiration and direction. They're not down in tools. They literally look lost on Saturday. I'll let you respond to this and then I'll go. Obviously, this is
I'm
Chelsea.
not
This is
talking
in turn
about
first.
what the way they were playing. I'm talking about the report that apparently the players do not like Potter. So let's be real, guys. Like you can't just say, "Oh, it's not on the players themselves." The players themselves have to produce. How many times have we seen Kai Havertz under Potter when there's been chances available for him to put the ball in the net that he hasn't? Sterling had 2 opportunities in the second half to put the ball in the net. If they're being real, that could have ended 1-1. What happened? Couldn't put the ball in the net. So we can't just, we can't listen. Potter's not done a good job. He's done an atrocious job, but you can't also like say that it's his fault that he can't put the ball in the net either. Because these players, if Potter's a problem, these guys have more than enough experience to do moments of brilliance, and like you can ask Flawless all about that because he under Ollie, like he's that's what his team was doing. Bruno moment of brilliance, Rashford moment of brilliance. That's all it was.
Yeah.
And
Pogba.
then,
Yeah,
and if you
yeah.
can't produce that, it just shows that your level is not that level. Then
Yeah.
come on, man,
You're
let's be
right.
real.
I hear what you're saying. I think it's a mix to respond to your point. I'm Alhambra. I think
Wow.
it's a mix. I believe it is some player power, but I also think the players are looking for inspiration and direction. Of course they are.
Of course they would.
In question of them, are they down in tools? I don't believe.
I don't know
No,
about
I
that one.
just
I don't
believe. I
know.
don't think. Yeah, I agree. I don't think they're down in tools. I just think these players are not that good. However, it's tough to say our players are not trying.
Because
Down
the
in
problem
tools is
is,
too far, but I don't think it's to that extent. Put it this way: that Chelsea team should not be just winning 2 games in 15. They're a better side than that.
what it is,
They're
Flawless,
better. Yeah,
yeah?
go on, go on.
Part of the problem is, yeah, you're starting like a young G like Madueke. Madueke, I didn't know. I thought he's only 20, Madueke, apparently. Like, that guy's a young kid, bro, if we're being real. He needs to have time in the league to have like that one-on-one coaching to help him integrate into the Premier League. Same with Mudryk. He's another 20-year-old, if I'm not mistaken, right? So those two alone, yeah, are like those guys need time. That Fofana, you saw him against Southampton. He was trying to do what he could, but he's a young kid. He's someone that would require like a loan time, or maybe if not even loan time to work alongside 1v1 coaching again. That's what you need, right? So I'm just look at
Hold on
these
to
few
this
players,
because
but
Alhambra
someone,
here says,
but
"Yeah, go on, go on,
but
go on,
but
carry
what
on,
you
carry on."
can't say though, is someone like Mason Mount needs direction. That brother's 24 years old, big man. He's the same age as me. All right, we're not doing that, bro. We're not doing that for Mason Mount or Kai Havertz. They do not need direction, bro. They know how to play the game with or without a manager. You can't just say that, bro. This quickly to Keisha. I'm not saying that he was not better than that. I'm saying though those kids though at the same time, yeah, they need time anyway. In general, I'm just talking about the players that we have signed, right? For the players that we've signed, they shouldn't be going straight into the squad and being, trying to do as much as they can. They should have given time, acclimatized the Premier League, and would have seen the best of them either way. I'm not saying Fofana was better than Mount on the day, but he needs that time. Let's be realistic in it. Like you don't want to be put like someone like Jao Felix. You can put him straight in the squad because he's a loan signing and he's shown that talent and ability to do what he can do in the UCL and at thingy. But let me just read Alhambra's 999. No, the players did not say they don't like him. They said they have no direction from him and don't have direct what? They don't have no direction from
So
him
he says
and
here,
don't have
no,
direction from him.
yeah.
You cannot have
So
unproven players and an unproven manager. It's a bad mix. So again, unproven players. He tried to start with proven players apparently that we had in the squad. and it didn't work. So what is he? So he's already going to the next plan, which is with the unproven players. So if the guys that you want, yeah, the guys that you wanted, the proven players that are at the squad already, aren't doing the job for you, and the only guys that you have been on new transfers, what can you do? What can you do? I'm asking you for us, bro. Like, because I'm trying to be honest. If the guys that have been here aren't doing the job, what else can you do after that?
Yeah, because he's saying they said they have
And
no
then again,
direction from
Alhambra, he
him.
keeps talking
They sh-
about you need direction.
Come.
What is the direction that you're asking for, like Alhambra? Let's be real, bro. The direction, you can say tactics, right? Tactics, I can understand. But what else is there? Like, at the end of the day, losing what Hunter were doing to them was not down to tacticals though. Like Potter's, I've already said that I'm Potter out, but look at it from like the thing. Look at the first stuff. Did you watch the game, Flawless?
Nah, I didn't watch the game. No,
No,
I
but
didn't
if you
watch the game, so I can't
like
even
if you
comment
watch the
like
even
that.
if you watch
Mm,
the game, bro, for us, yeah, these guys
mm,
they just had the the little low block nonsense and just annoy
mm,
they knew that Aspilicueta was playing on the other side, so they just target Chilwell automatically. So
mm.
when they pressed, they were targeting Chilwell. They were doing all the shit they were doing. So I just think, yeah, um, you cannot say to me tactically speaking, in terms of attack, I can get the Potter style. Like, where is that? I
Mm.
can understand the styles of playing that, but you cannot tell me tactically they don't know how to defend.
Yeah,
You
what I
can't.
will say to this is, yeah, they do need. Yeah, they have the players didn't say they didn't like him. They have no direction from him. That's they need direction from him, but then self pride should kick in. And even without a manager being in charge, you should still. Even if the players had no manager, Chelsea shouldn't go 2 wins in 16. That team is better. Even if you think that team is bad, that team is better than that. It's better than that. Like 110%. It's better than that. That's what I would say. It's better than that. Yeah, you cannot have unproven players and an unproven manager. That is a bad mix. But it depends on what level of unproven you're talking about, Alhambra. That's what it is. What level of unproven are you talking about? Like in terms of that, like in terms of because certain players can be unproven but still be good enough. Even an unproven player and an unproven manager is better than 2 in 16 because not all of them players are unproven. Like Jao Felix is not unproven. Enzo is not unproven. And then you add in, they're just two of your better signs. And then you add in the rest. Like Aspilicueta, say what you want about him, and Reece James, Chilwell, Cucurella. Like they're not Sterling. I know he's not had all these players available, but I'm just pointing out some of them. So I hear your point.
And if we're being honest
Mm.
as well, yeah, the culture, yeah. So this is the one I'm saying. Am I doing too much? The players need
Mm.
direction, man. The thing is, bro, what direction do you need? At the end of the day, you can say tactically, I can understand that, but the reality is, you need to be winning games, bro. That's the only direction that you need right now. If the manager's not opening out, as players, you need to be like, okay, he's not helping us out, but at least what we need to do is, what do we need to do to win this game ourselves? Get into a huddle
Mhm.
together and then discuss it, bro. What you can't.
Yeah,
The blame is on the manager for
yeah.
not giving the tactics, but the bigger blame is also the blame is also on the players for not trying to get
Yeah, the
something to
players are not
happen.
blameless. Yes, the players are blameless. Like, yeah, the players do need direction. I do agree with that, Alhambra. The
That's what I
players
said.
do
Yeah,
need
that's what I said.
direction,
Yeah,
100%. Yeah. So I do agree with you as well with that, Ahmed. Some of the players, I believe, I'm with you, Alhambra, aren't good enough to figure it out. But even if they aren't good enough to figure it out, my main point is they're still better than 2 in 16. Like even the players were not
hmm
good enough. Like that, even if you lot were playing, say you lot had a terrible injury crisis and you're playing like Cobham kids, I wouldn't expect you lot to go 2 in 16. I think you'd get better than that. Say all your main players was out. Say you had 7, 8 injuries and you had like loads of
hmm
youth players playing and new players playing. I still would expect you to 2 in 16. You are better than. I'm sorry, like Chelsea, like so it's on Potter. Yes, it's also on the players. I think it's a mix. You know what I'm saying? Like,
this is
go on, fam. Go on.
yeah. No, Tam Chen makes a good point. Like Sterling,
Yes.
when he was in a good system under Pep,
Yeah.
he was scoring goals. Yes, but the thing is, Havertz was in a system before. Mason Mount was in a system before. Were they banging in goals, guys? Be real.
Huh.
Be real, lads. Like, come on, man. At the end of the day, like a lot of these, Potter's not doing his job, and that's why he should get sacked, in my opinion. But we should also not do the thing of saying we should also do good to remind ourselves that some of these players that are still at the squad are also bad players. They're not good enough for Chelsea Football Club as well.
Yeah. And there is unknowns. One thing I will say is your established players ain't good. Your
That's what I'm
established
saying.
players, established attacking players, your established offensive players are not good enough, is what I would say. And then you've thrown in minus
That's
Felix, who just got here, minus Sterling. That's unknown. Enzo in midfield. I would say he's good. And then defensively, like Alhambra said, I think you got the third best defensive record in the league. I think he said something like that. So I think
The
I
problem
think
has
you're
not
decent.
been
Go on.
Chelsea's biggest problem is not really defensively. Like, listen, we can cut out Koulibaly because he's actually been shit, yeah. But once Badashile has come in, and when Varane and Thiago Silva have been playing together, it's basically been all right, man. But
Yeah.
the reality for Chelsea is we can't put a ball in the net, bro. You see how many goals we've scored this season? 24 goals we've scored this season, bro.
23. Well, yeah, I hear your point.
See, okay, see, listen, it's even worse than I thought. 23 goals, bro. Let's be real.
There's only 23 goals in 23 games, 8 wins, 7 losses. No, 8 wins, 7 draws, 8 losses. 23 goals scored, 23 goals against, 0 goal difference. That being said, you think you're beating Spurs?
No,
Draw?
no, I think we're probably going to lose again.
Wow. All right. Emma says, and we'll get to the better questions before we close out, people. Apologies about the yawning. I'm knackered. Players need the tactics and their job on the pitch. If they start doing their own thing and what they think is good, it all goes out of order. Potter needs to put his foot down and tell them what to do. Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah,
Potter needs
but
to put his stamp on the team. 100%. Yeah, he
Emma,
does.
that's what you've been said for a long time. You wanted to see patterns of play, style of football. But if Potter has not implemented it, that then needs to be right. Then there has to be a plan B where the players have to at least try something. If you get what I mean, to create something to happen. If the main shit they've been told to do is not working, essentially. Sometimes, yeah, if the tiki taka is not working, hoofball might be needed. If you know what I mean. You know what I mean. But for us, that's what I mean. You know what I mean.
Get it out while I
Sometimes,
get it in the mix.
yeah.
I hear you. The players aren't blameless. Irony is that to get anything out of these established players, you need an elite manager. Tuchel was performing miracles. I'll let you again. It's your team, so I'll let you respond to this.
Listen, Tuchel, for example, shout out to Tuchel. Yeah, he was producing miracles, but even with him, if you start looking at the results after Real Madrid, it was going downhill for him. Even like he'd taken out as much as he could of those like squad of players to produce what he was doing. So it's tough, innit, man? We don't need. The problem is, yeah, yes, we do need a lead manager at Chelsea, but we also need to be getting these bums out of the club so that we can at least bring in even better players that we need. It's as simple as that. And the other Alhambra 199, which was Ahmed, if we lose the spots, GP for sure is getting sacked. He should have already been sacked already. He should have already been sacked after Southampton. It's as simple as that, bro.
Yeah. You've. Yeah. Irony, like here saying, yeah, the players aren't blameless. Yeah, irony is that to get anything out of established players, you need an elite manager. Now, but the thing is, Alhambra, as when you lot won the Champions League under Di Matteo, the players just did what they wanted. I think Peter talks about this all the time in terms of the players were like, right, this manager's not the greatest. We're just going to do what we need to do. And the players came together and pretty much managed themselves to a Champions League. So I don't think you need an elite manager to get things out of established players. And like I said, the problem Chelsea has is your established players aren't. The established players ain't good enough. Obviously, take away, I'm not talking about your Thiago Silvas and players like that, and Enzo and João Felix and Sterling who have just got there. I'm talking the other senior players who are there. Your Gallagher's, your Mounts, Havertz, Ziyech, them lot. They ain't good enough. That core that have been poor under 2, 3, 4 managers, or however longest. But this is a good one, though. Big up for the super chat says, Ahmed, if we lose to Spuds, Graham Potter Shaw is sacked. Do you agree with this? You think if we lose to Spurs, he's gone?
I don't know, man. I don't know. If they can't sack him after this, but I don't know when he's getting sacked, bro. Can't lie to you still. And like they're saying that you know they're gonna wait. They want to wait until the summer, bro. Like to give him another transfer window. So it's not looking good, bro. It's not looking good, bro. Yeah, but I sort of explained it to what's it called, a flawless that you had a spine of like check.
Yeah, there's a difference. But what you said was he said you needed you need an elite manager to get a tune out of established players. That's not the case. It's on the level of the players. The established players at Chelsea, even though I think they're poor, are still better than 2 and 16. So it's a mix. Your manager's not been doing what he's supposed to do, and neither are your players. I think if a new manager comes in, he still gets rid of all these established players. That's what I would say. And Silver's wife liked to tweet about Potter out, something like that.
Yeah, apparently there was like some random tea of someone saying Potter's not like doing anything like tactically for the team. Like, why is he at the club still?
Yeah,
It's
yes,
it's
man.
tiring. It's tiring talking about Chelsea, man. It's just tiring, innit, man? Because it's
Hey,
just the
it's what the
same
people
shit.
want, man. It's what the people want.
Because even with
Yeah,
like,
Alhambra, that's the level though. That's what I'm talking about. The level of your players are not good enough. That's what it is. So when you add that in with the manager not being good enough, recipe for disaster. But like I keep saying, you're better than 2-16. Them players are better than two. That squad is better than 2 wins in 16. Let me get to some of the better,
is it not two
some of
and
the other
15, bro?
questions. Oh, 2-15. Well, you said you ain't gonna beat Spurs, so it's
Oh
two
yeah,
and
so two.
sixteen.
Yeah, man, chill.
There you
First
go.
man, first
Hey
man, first.
BJ, I don't know. He's new here. Says, are you Potter in or Potter out? I'm Potter in. What are you saying?
Potter divided. Potter out. I was gonna say a little joke, but then
Huh?
I realized I'm gonna bang in it. So, listen, man, Chelsea Football Club, man. What can I say, man?
Oh,
The Villas Boas. Malcolm got a question for me about Villas Boas. Villas Boas,
no,
yeah,
get to it.
it was interesting because he was like the way that the he was like Roman's way of trying to establish the thing that these guys are trying to do, which was to create a culture. But the problem with him, his character was not good, bro. Villas Boas had that character that annoyed the old players and then the new ones as well. So that never helped. So fuck him. And now he's driving cars. He drives expensive cars across the desert.
First, I'm a quick question. If you haven't answered this already, how did you feel with what Potter had to say after the match?
It was unexcusable, bro. As simple as that. It was unexcusable, bro. To say that these guys had time to do tactical and that stuff, and then for you to hear that the other manager say we didn't even have any time to do tactics. It's disgraceful, bro. It's disgraceful. Genuinely, look at that. The ups are laughing, bro. It's bad, bro. It was bad. It was really unexcusable. As simple as that, man. There's nothing more to say with when it comes to Potter, bro. Like that brother needs to get his ass gone sooner rather than later.
Yep, there we go then. So yeah, he's Potter out. I hate how every stream becomes a Chelsea stream. I'm tired, Robbie. Hey, that's what the people want to talk about. So Taz, should ask the better question. That's
Taza,
the
you know
question
what?
people
Yeah,
asked.
why don't you just shut up, Taza? You know what I mean? Just go. I had to shut up, Taza.
That's
We
the way
don't
people
care.
asked. That's what people asked about, man. People want to in the misery, man. Ask some questions about something other than them. Let's see what's going on. Did I miss any good questions? Time to
No,
shine said, yeah, time to shine. I hear this. I was with this, but you can't go 2 and 16 or 15 or however long it is. You can't do that. You really, really can't do that. And
it's just
Mo, go on, fam.
it's relegation form,
Mo,
bro. It's relegation
yes,
form.
it's really bad. If Martial can come back, goals will start coming from others as well. Sancho is already scoring as well. Yeah, that's a big if. Mo, you know me, Mo. I think we've spoken on this. Me and you have actually spoken on this, like on here. It's injuries, man. Like, Martial, like if I could walk on water, great. You know what I'm saying? And if I could turn water to wine, fantastic, but I can't. Same way Martial staying fit. Like it's just not gonna happen. He's not
Yeah,
gonna stay
that
fit. It's
brother's.
not gonna happen.
Yeah, that brother's never. It's not happening with him, bro. Martial's over. It's over, bro. Let's be real.
Yeah. Like he's just it's a wrap.
He's
Yes.
got. He's just got a broken body, bro. His body's not for the. It's not for pro sports. He's
Huh?
not for pro sports, bro.
It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? I let you respond to that super chat because he's just trying to insult you. But yeah, we move. If you want to respond to it, you can. It's up to you. If not, we can just keep it
Is he
stepping.
quick question? Is he like he's a mod, isn't it?
Yes.
Just give me a second. I'll handle him with Tata for us.
No, allow it. But yeah, you had to deal with it. But yeah, he is a mud. He is a mud. He is a mud. My man Flawless, I'm now famous for arguing with Johnny Minerals. Justice, big up. Good to see you here. I did see Barstool Sports, like said, Chelsea fan base is now like AFTV, but I've not actually went and watched the 4 videos they put up collectively, but I know I've seen a couple of them before. Taza, big up for the super chat, I suppose. Yeah, and Justice is a member of the channel, people. That being said, go join the membership link. There's over 50 of you locked in. 5,343. 2 more subscribers. There's over 50 of you locked in. Only looking for 2 more subs. Only looking for 2 more
No.
subscribers.
Do you know what it is? Yeah,
Oh,
the Barstool
chat
nonsense.
to me.
Yeah, they just they got all these old what's it called videos,
Chelsea
sort of
clips.
like
Yeah, I seen them.
yeah, the all old ones, man. You know that as well. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, I know they are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Mm. It's just really annoying, man. That's all it is. And then the thing that I was getting me pissed off, yeah, was that the AFTV says Chelsea's been doing this for decades, bro. Not necessarily not decades, but years essentially. Like
They just knew it would
what?
get, and they knew it would get traction. So it's kind of like
But
that's how it works.
I'm surprised though. People are talking about the clip with Johnny. I was surprised about that, bro. What the hell?
A lot of people
He's
might
got
not have
up.
seen it.
He's got upside the bridge, yeah. He's got upside the bridge now. The bridge ain't safe for you, big man.
Oh, you're talking about the clip from Lewis Street. Ah, right. That's a whole different conversation. I don't even know what went on. I'm just gonna sidestep. When people start going personal, I just sidestep that. I don't know what's
And
going
I'm
on.
just laughing at the fact that it's like, yo, it's not
Yeah.
safe for the ball anymore, mate.
I don't know what's going on in there. I leave. Arab King says, I'm pouring players out. They are the issue. They have let multiple managers down. Need to continue to change the squad, not the manager. Arab King, I hear this. I've said this before. I'll say this again. This is when I was talking with Alhambra. Even though I agree with him, I understand
Arab
and
knows
agree with
that.
his points on the manager. Them established players are not it. But yeah, go on. Go on, fam.
Yeah, for us, you know my point of view about this. Because I said this before, Potter, where we need to get a lot of these players out of the club, and that's gonna happen this summer.
Mhm.
And it's gonna happen this summer. Like they've already said the Pulisic is worth 35 million. That's what they're gonna sell Pulisic for. The plan to sell Kovacic. Mount is gonna get sold apparently now. So you're looking at more than enough money to bring in new top quality players that you need.
Well, Thomas says before we close out, is Rashford the best player in the Premier League right now? On form, probably.
Don't worry, man. Rashford can be a top player right now, but next season he'll be back to his best.
You mean so he'll be back to what he's done this season when you say back to his best? Because this is the
Back
best thing we've seen.
back to being a roadrunner. Back to being a roadrunner, man. He really is a roadrunner, you know. Like, listen, I hate to say this, bro. He's just an inside forward, man. Like, I hate, like, can you be honest? He's a PMP merchant. Can we at least admit that for us? Can you admit that, bro?
When you say PMP merchant, what do you mean? I don't know why that's
No, sorry, the merchant bit. Sorry, let me read the merchant bit, not the merchant bit. That's wrong of me to say. But PMP, he's very much like a PMP sort of player. Can we at least admit that?
Are they his best? Are they his best attributes? Yes, but that doesn't mean
Because like the majority of his
he's
goals.
intelligent enough. Did you see the 2 goals he scored?
Yeah.
You seen the 2 goals? So were they not smart runs?
But that's what I'm saying to you. Like he's very much like a.
That's when I say
I'm saying he's a PMP, but smart PMP. If you got me, where
yeah, he's smart. He's intelligent.
That's what I mean.
Also very intelligent.
Yeah.
He's timing his runs.
Yeah, man, he's good at his timing his runs and that stuff. But you know, it's next.
If Mason Mount was good at his timing his runs, you don't want to
I don't care about
playing
Mason
false
Mount,
9, man.
He's gonna be
what do you think about that? Actually, him playing false 9. What do you think about that? Yeah, that's so
Yo, I was literally having like lunch with the other half, and then I was like, yeah, man, I can't do that, man. I just literally
shout out to the
lunch
other
with her.
half, by the way. I hope she's well and everything.
I couldn't do that, bro. I couldn't do that to myself. It was gonna hurt me mentally.
So, what do you think about it, though? Him playing.
Right now, definitely. I would say right now, yeah. He's the most informed.
No, yeah, Rashford, we know, is the most informed. What I'm saying is, what do you think about Mason Mount playing false 9? That's the question I'm asking. This guy tried to dodge it like I'm stupid, you know.
You know what, man? Have you watched Spider-Man before? The Tobey Maguire series.
Yes, I've watched Spider-Man. What's this got to do with anything? Yes. What's your point?
Yeah, you know when in Spider-Man 2 when he's delivering the pizza as Spider-Man.
Yeah.
That's what I thought about that situation.
I don't even know what that means, but we're just gonna move on. Ibrahim, flawless. We are gonna smoke Barca on Thursday. Wouldn't say smoke, but we're gonna win. Yes, I agree with you, Ibrahim. I'm looking forward to it.
Listen, if
you're gonna hate, go on.
Can't hate. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna hold on.
Oh yeah, because you were saying we were gonna lose in the new camp. What happened, I mean? Did you watch the game, by the way? Before we even get into it,
I was watching the game. Yeah, I did.
Okay. Oh yeah,
I was wrong.
I'm surprised you didn't crash the comments when we went 1-0 down. Actually. Because a lot of people crashed the comments. I expected to see your name.
Nah, because I thought you were playing well, to be honest. I thought you were playing well. I thought you could get back in the game. But the thing is, when I heard Alonso was centre back, I was like, yo, you have to win that game, man, surely. I thought, man, but maybe I'm wrong.
All right. Yeah, we should have won the game, 100%. We should have won that game, but I think we'll win this one, and I think we'll win on Sunday. So like I say, this time next week when we do the show, around this time next week, you know what I'm saying? I'll be sat here, Carabao Cup champion, and knocked out Barcelona and through to the next round of the Europa League. And looking forward to the FA Cup and going through to the quarterfinals. How many goals you reckon you lot have scored by then? You reckon you lot have scored a Premier League goal by that time?
No.
This time next week. So you reckon you're not going to score?
I think Rashford might have scored more goals than us. I think by another 2 goals. Yeah, I think Rashford might have scored another 2 more goals than us.
All right. We close it out anyway, people. We close it out. Love to everyone that's locked in. Ahmed, anything else you want to add before we close out?
Like, share, subscribe on the YouTube. Give us a follow on the Twitch. If you have a Prime subscription, you get a free Twitch Prime. So give that to followers on the Twitch channel. Helps them out and helps the channel out, man.
Yep.
And that's all, bro. I hope you enjoyed. If you enjoyed last week's football, this week's football is even more interesting. Madrid, Liverpool tomorrow.
Yes.
City, Leipzig, and then obviously the big one for us. Can they get into the quarterfinal? Barcelona versus Man United at the big
round
OT.
32. I think it's round of 32.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, round of 32, my bad then. Round of 32.
Yeah, I think the next round's round of 32. Don't quote me on that.
All right.
I don't know.
It would be round of 16 if it's the other one. If this is 32, then it will be 16 afterwards.
No, because this is the playoff round, so this ain't round of 32.
No, it would be round of 32. It would be round of 32 now.
Yeah. Corrected.
Then it will be 16, 8, 4, then 2. Yeah.
All right, cool. We're not that far away from a Europa League final then.
That's what I'm saying to you, yeah. So, so then there's that. And then obviously, the weekend games. It's not the big game other than what? Chelsea, Tottenham, and then what? United, Newcastle for the Carabao Cup final.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, people, like Ahmed stated there, doing the most. We'll be back next week. So big up to you lot. Well, it's gone midnight. So today we're back 4:30 p.m. UK time, the Man United podcast. So myself, Ivorian, and a special guest talking all things Manchester United. So we'll be talking about how Manchester United line up in that game against Barcelona, plus more, plus answering your questions as well. Then after that, we have on the Twitch channel, which Ahmed already mentioned, Liverpool versus Real Madrid, first leg, in the Champions League, first leg of the knockout round. So from Anfield. So yes, watch along for that on the Twitch. And then following that, the Manchester United Liverpool show. Myself and Saint, Man United podcast meets the analysis at Anfield podcast. That's going to be fire, especially if they get beat. So yeah, shout out to my guy Saint. Like all the shows I mentioned though are all on the upcoming live stream schedule here on the YouTube. So make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. Get over to the Twitch because the Champions League watch-alongs you will not find here. You'll find all of the Champions League watch-alongs on the Sarcasm City TV Twitch plus more. Yes, Taza, there is a Champions League watch-along tomorrow. Sarcasm City TV. See, man, no, listen. Sarcasm City TV Twitch. That's where the Champions League watch-along will be. I say check out the upcoming live stream schedule. But big up to everyone that's locked in. This is fast becoming one of my favorite shows. I like doing the most. Nice way to end the Monday. You know what I'm saying? As Ahmed would call it, the cheeky Monday. But yeah, love to everyone that
cheeky Monday. What is going on?
That's what you would say. Yo, don't do that. That's what you would say. But this has been doing the most live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Big up for tuning in.